Say something for the podcast. Tell the people what you feel.
I'm just jazzed about being on the show, man.
You are listening to The Objective Jerk, where objectiveness is the objective, and I am said jerk. I'm not bashing the gay community, okay? I'm not bashing trans or anything like that, but in today's day and age when everybody is just like sucking the balls of the gay community, there needs to be a little equilibrium, you know? So it's not that I'm attacking, it's just I'm just kind of arguing from the other side, right? Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year. Let's see. Oh, this is the objective jerk, and I am said jerk. I did kind of want to talk about a few things going on. I've been pretty laxed with recording podcasts. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I just not in the mood. And oh my goodness, I don't have coffee. I need to pause what I'm doing and get some coffee. I'm sorry. No, maybe I'll just try and do it. Whatever. Was that my second cup? No, that was my first cup, I think. Anyway. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a rough one, right? Okay. So, anyway, so just been, busy doing whatever. Trying to stay busy anyway. I don't know if you guys, how old, I guess from what I can tell, the demographics, the people who listen to this are about my age or older, which makes sense. But when I was growing up, the Batman, the animated series was on, and I used to watch that show. That was like the last cartoon I watched as a kid or a teenager, whatever that was. Like, I think that was, I was kind of growing out of cartoons, but that came on, and it was like, dude, because it's an awesome show. I mean, it's a cartoon, but if you haven't seen it, it's awesome. Anyway, so I've had that show in my mind for a few years now, just wanting to watch it. I found it on Amazon. Somebody was selling it, a Blu-ray version of it, and I'd put it in my cart, or I'd save it for later. I wouldn't buy it right away, but it was just, I didn't want to forget about it, so I'd have it. That's kind of how I do my shopping. I think I've talked about it, is I will put stuff in my cart, and then if something else kind of comes up that's more prevalent, it's more important, then I'll just save it for later. But I keep it there so I can, when I go to buy something else, and I can scroll down, oh yeah, that's right, okay. Because I'll forget. And so I've had the Batman, the animated series on there forever, like 2 years, I want to say now. And I keep pushing it back and getting something else. So finally, I had to order something, and to make, I have to have a certain amount of money for it to be free delivery. So I added it onto an order, which is cool. So all right, cool. Now I'm gonna get the Batman animated series, and I'm excited. And then, like yesterday or the day before, I'm looking on Netflix, and there it is. And I remember. I mean, I know Netflix, like, they have licensing, and then you had HBO Max or whatever that had all the DC crap. And I get why it wasn't on Netflix, but it's like, now that I ordered it, then it's on Netflix, which is fine, I guess, because I'd rather own the hard copies of my favorite stuff anyway. But it's just, it always happens, though. It happened with, what was it? Band of Brothers, because I'd always watch Band of Brothers, like, maybe not every year, but almost every year. Maybe, 2 years would go by, and then I'd watch it or something. I had it digitally on Voodoo, but since coming here, I can't use Voodoo that well. I mean, I can now with my, I don't know. I got the antivirus, the not the antivirus, the VPN, and like one day I was able to get on, but then I tried again. But anyway, so I was having issues with that, so I finally just ordered it, and then as soon as I order it, then it's on Netflix. It's like, what the crap, dude? So it's like, I don't know. I might have to test that theory again and just see something else. Seems like every time I buy something, it's on Netflix. Which is fine, I guess, because if I watched it, then I wouldn't buy it. And I want to buy it. I want to have the hard copy. That's kind of going away, having the actual physical copy. They want everything to be digital so they can edit it, and I don't know, who knows. The world is crazy. It's crazy! But, so there's that. And then just been, what have I been doing? I've been just trying to get some things done. I made a backboard for my son for his basketball. That took all day. I mounted it to a palm tree. It works. It's pretty good. We'll see how long it lasts. Because palm trees are like, they have a tough skin, but inside they're really soft because it's full of, water. So I don't know. See how that goes. But just stuff like that. Just little things I've been wanting to try and do, get done, fix, build, whatever. So I've just been doing that. I just haven't really been in a mood to talk about anything. So, until I guess now, it's like, so, and it's kind of, it's not funny, but it is. Like, as soon as something comes up that's going to affect or hurt the left, the liberals, an active shooting happens. Like, it's no longer like, oh man, that's crazy that it happened at the same time. Dude, it's happened over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, like I swear they took a playbook out of just the government, or I don't know. It seems like when I was younger, Republicans, I mean, I grew up kind of in a liberal household, I guess, and when you're young, you're stupid, and you just care about movies and music and shit. But it did kind of seem like a lot of evilness was on the right side, right? And then the left were trying to, make things good or whatever, I don't know. But it does kind of seem like it switched, Like, for example, when I was growing up, the band Rage Against the Machine, I was a huge fan. I'm still a fan, but it's like the fact that they're still pushing the left and the Democrat side's like, dude, what? You're stupid. So, Rage Against the Machine was a big band for me growing up. Learned some stuff about, the corruptness. Is that even a word? But, that the government is and will always be, it seems like. So I learned some stuff from it, and because I would listen to music, I'd read the lyrics, and I'd be like, "What is this word? I don't even know what this means." So I'd look it up, and so I learned some stuff, and trying to fight the man, fight the power, and all that kind of, fight the corruption of the government and stuff. But now it's like, it's still going on, but it's kind of, I don't know, not that it's changed, but it just does kind of, and now. Honestly, I don't think it's changed necessarily, but now it's like the left advocates for it. So everything they used to, protest or fight against, now they're fighting for, and that's why, like, a lot of people say, instead of rage against the machine, it's now rage for the machine. Because you have, the things that, the justice system and the government used to do that was unfair or hypocritical and basically illegal to maybe Native Americans or whatever, they're doing it now to like white people. It's like they're doing the same thing, but now it's like, oh, it's cool now. Like, I don't get it. But every time lately, though, that there's something going on, like whether it's with Biden or something, like some news, some negative news against the left, whether it's President Biden or whatever's going on, there's always an active shooter that goes on, right? Like the one with the trans, with the trans at the school 6 months ago or whatever it was, that had the manifesto. But the fact that it was actually a trans, like there wasn't much reporting on it. They didn't want to release the manifesto. I've talked about that before. But then when it's, somebody that kind of fits with the right side, then they put everything out there. Oh, look how evil they are. We need gun control and all this kind of stuff, right? So anyway, so here we go. Just recently, the Epstein lists have been kind of slowly coming out now, finally. Which the fact that it's become this and it just wasn't released. Like how much can you believe of it? You know what I mean? And it's like, why didn't they just release it? Why can't they just release who's on the list? And I used to think that it's because there's people in power that are on the list and they're like fighting tooth and nail to keep it from. But now I'm kind of thinking, or I saw someone say it, and I kind of think there's some truth to it, is blackmail. Is now it gives people, oh, hey, look, your name's on this list. We're gonna release it unless you do what we want, things like that. So there's some things, the list was like released. Right now it's like nothing major. There's lots of fake stuff coming out or whatever. And to be fair, somebody that went to the island or flew on the plane one time, I'm not like, oh my God, you're a pedophile. Because, there's people that could have went not knowing, and then when they got there, they're like, oh, what the hell? And either they continued to go or they didn't go anymore. You know what I mean? And there's some proof of that, different individuals that went multiple times and some people that only went once. So that's coming out, and then now all of a sudden there's a shooting in Iowa. I mean, thank God it's pretty minimal, but it's just injured 3 people, and then turned the gun on themselves, and it's coming out that this individual is a part of the gay community. I don't know if I haven't really looked into it too much because I wanted to save it for the podcast. But it's like what is going on, well, I mean, kind of know what's going on. There's 3, including the principal, and it was identified as, so it was a school senior. Okay, so he went to school there. And see, so I mean, as far as the students doing this stuff, it's I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, like, oh, maybe they were kind of pushed to go that way. Who knows? I doubt it. But you never know, really. I mean, certain evil entities have so much control over the information, and they could easily get on somebody's computer and send stuff and talk to somebody and pretend to be a friend and oh yeah, that's bullcrap. You should do this. You should do that. When it's actually some kind of agent of chaos. But the thing, like, when I heard about this, and I'm like, another one, and again, I understand that, or I don't know, like, I'm still like conflicted with the whole gay community, I guess, especially when it comes to Christianity and the Bible and stuff. Before And for the record, I'm a Christian. I pray every night, at least. Um, I haven't been reading the Bible much lately. Just I don't know, just like the podcast. Not. It's just not. I just don't feel like doing it, or it's not really. I don't know, because I can't just read. I have to be in the mood to read, if that makes any sense. But or to read and or to like absorb and learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be in the mood. But so that's kind of where I'm at. But in the past, I always felt that gay people were, or just part of it, part of the world, part of the life. And then like I used to think to myself, like maybe this was a way for God to kind of keep like a mitigation to keep population from getting crazy out of control, maybe, because not birth control and all that kind of stuff is frowned upon and everything. So it's like if you have some people that are gay, then they're not going to have kids and they'll adopt, and you know what I mean? Like it's all kind of part of the ecosystem, So like that's kind of made sense to me, but that was before I read the Bible and so I've never had issues with gay individuals until the last couple years, when it's just like when things have gotten just crazy. They're just pushing so much on the children and stuff like that. And so then it's like, what is going on? I don't like this. Like, what the crap? I don't know. So, and then, like I said, I start reading the Bible and it's like, oh man, it just seems like I don't know. I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to think. I don't know. But what I will say is right now there is like an epidemic of trans and pronoun crap going on, and it's mostly with like young people, because like everybody else who grew up in this world went through an awkward phase as a teenager, and didn't have somebody to or a group to belong with or whatever, maybe. So it's easy for somebody who's to be a part. It's the same reason like people become part of a gang, and now with social media and everything, and now it's so cool to be to have pronouns or be trans or all this kind of crap, that's what they're doing. So I honestly do believe, like, I'm not saying like at the core base of it that being gay or anything is a mental condition, but I think right now where it's at, the majority it's a mental condition. And you're going to see it. Watch. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to see all kinds of stories of people who regret having any kind of surgery, regret having any kind of this, or telling stories of, them going through it and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be, watch, mark my words. It's going to happen if we make it that long. So the whole reason I wanted to do this podcast was because I saw the headlines regarding this school attacker, and then there was the last one and everything, and it's just like, and how my feelings towards the gay community right now, how it is a mental condition, that I wonder if oh my gosh, really? Lee Harvey Oswald, if he was around today, would he be part of the gay community? Would he be trans, or would he, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you look at his life, like he defected towards Russia to fit in or whatever. I mean, who knows how much of his background is really accurate and true, really, you know what I mean? But he disavowed America and wanted to go live in Russia and this and that, and that's probably where he got picked up to be part of what he was. You know what I mean? And you just kind of look back at some of the people in history, and you think, you know what? I think they would probably be part of the community. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just, I think that holds a little bit of water. You know what I mean? And like I said, and then people are like, I'm not saying everybody or all. I think, you know, a lot of gay people are just normal people that just happen to be gay. They live their lives. They try to do things the right way. And, you know, I know lots of, I mean, I don't know personally, but I've spoken to a few, and I see stuff on various social media that they don't like the things that are going on that the gay community is like pushing on. You know, I mean, it's just kind of like who's in charge of this gay community? Like, who's really pushing kind of all this crap? Are these people actually gay themselves, or they just see an opportunity? You know what I mean? It's just like BLM. BLM was a scam. BLM did nothing for black communities anywhere or anyone. They just pocketed that money and bought themselves mansions in white neighborhoods. You know? So it's like, I kind of think this is the same thing. This is another version of BLM. The LGBTQ blah 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 is another version of BLM. You know, it's taking advantage of the situation that's going on, and they are continually pushing it. And it's just I think it's slowly starting to turn around, though. Actually, people are starting to see the BS. You know, you had the presidents of the universities that condoned, you know, anti-Semitism, and you know, you have like a lot of these gender identity studies and this and that kind of failing or being dropped from curriculums or from businesses and all this kind of stuff. So all this BS that's been going on for the last 4 years, it's slowly, you know, you look at the movie industry, the stupid, you know, every superhero's got to be gay or trans, or like everything's a woman, and yeah, it's all failing. You know what I mean? The news agencies, these online news agencies and it's all failing. All of it. They're all crumbling. They're all going out of business. They're all going away because it is a mental condition. It is, you know. It's just crazy. I'm not saying everybody, but as a whole, as a group, I think, you know, not gay people themselves, but the community is a mental condition. You know, black people are not the problem. BLM is the problem. You know what I mean? People who believe in equal pay and equal rights are not the problem, but Antifa is a problem. Well, Antifa is something different, I think, but it's just, there's a difference between fighting for what's right and then fighting for the scam. You know, a lot of it's just, everything's like a scam anymore, and it's just getting worse and worse, and it's just but I hope it starts to turn around. It kind of looks like it is, but it's gonna be interesting when this election comes around. I mean, that's the other thing too, is like, you know, people who see this and they see that they're removing Trump from the 15th Amendment, which is complete dog shit. Like, it's retarded. But anyway, it's like, okay, if we're all wrong and you're all right, why not just let the people vote? If Trump is so evil and nobody likes him and this and that, why not just let him run? Let the people vote, because they know he's going to win. And they're scared. And they're cheating and they're lying. But that doesn't bother. As long, I guess, if you're on the side, if what you agree with is cheating and lying, it's okay. Like, you feel fine about that. Oh, well, it's for the greater good. No, it's not. No, there is no greater good when there's cheating and lying involved. But, oh man, I totally went off a different... I was going to end it there with something, but I kind of went off on the Trump. But it's this year. So, I mean, this year is going to be crazy. So you have all that going on. And then, I mean, Trump's going to win unless, I've said it before, he's assassinated, or he's removed somehow, like what they're doing. They make it to where he can't run or something like that. And if that happens, or if Biden wins, I don't think they're not going to have Biden do it. I don't know what they're going to do because we're so close to it now. But maybe they are. Maybe they're just like, because Biden, he's not in control of shit. He's not. I posted something a while ago. I was like, I don't hate Biden. I hate the people controlling him. So maybe, even though Biden is trash, he's exactly what they wanted. He was a puppet. So, I don't know. But there will be a legitimate civil war going on. And that's probably what some people want. The people that are ultimately behind everything kind of going on, that's probably what they want, I mean, there's proof there's people from Russia that have said it, that they did the long con, this whole thing. Everything was Russia started. Let's start here with the education, all the crap that what's his face, the senator guy back in the 50s during the Red Scare. The hell was his name? Anyway, but he was sitting there, communist, and they're trying to get rid of the. But it's true, and they infiltrated everything, and now look it took a long time, but it's working. The plan from the 50s, 60s, or 70s of when Russia is trying to figure out how do we destroy, probably with China, how do we destroy America? Well, we have to destroy it from within. How do we do that? And they're like, we can do it, but it's going to take decades. Are you on board? Yes. And that's what's been going on. Why are Chinese citizens who are, not American citizens, obviously, buying property in the States? Why is... Oh, what was the other thing? No! Shoot. But it's just, if you look at everything that's kind of going on in the education system, and like, they brainwashed people to hate their own country. And it's like, dude, this is the greatest country in the world where everybody fights tooth and nail to come here. But yeah, it's garbage. And then they, sit there and say like, oh, this country was built on lies. But then look, Cleopatra was black. So you're complaining that America was built on lies, which, yes, I would agree. Many things did not happen as was taught, and, government did lots of shabby deals and screwed over Indians and this and that. But if it wasn't the England colonists and whatever, it would have been someone else. And then they're just creating more lies by saying everything that ever happened that was good in this world was by a black person, or person of color, and things like that. And it's just like, what is going on? Like, it's like the Mad Magazine has become reality. It's insane. I don't know, but let me know what you think. You know what to do, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, thanks for listening. Happy New Year, and I hope it all gets better. You could follow me on Facebook or on Instagram and Truth Social. You can listen to these entire episodes and more on Buzzsprout, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. plus many others. You can also watch the videos on YouTube and on Chorus Rumble. Again, thanks for listening.